Hello and welcome back to my Road to Completion guide from Metro Exodus. We're now in episode number 10. The first thing I want you guys to do in this episode is make sure that you lock in a quick save. We are about to fight a bear, and just in case you guys die, I don't want you to be set back at the previous save, which would be before the camp, right? So make sure that you lock in a save, then run up here. There's going to be 2 dead bodies. You can get some resources as well as some more arrows. And then we're just going to run all the way to the back of the room. There's going to be like a rope we can cut, and that's going to drop down a ladder. It is possible for us to go ahead and progress the storyline, meaning we could skip this bear fight. And if we didn't have a trophy that we needed to get here, guys, that's what we would do. And that's what we will do when we get to the Ranger Hardcore difficulty. We're just going to skip this fight altogether. But for now, we do need to pick up a trophy called Master of the Forest. We have to stand our ground against the first bear encounter. Basically, we need to defeat the bear. We're not going to actually kill it. It's just going to run off into the bushes. Once it does that, guys, that'll be enough to pop the trophy. The strategy here is pretty simple, guys. You're going to stand your ground. It's going to run towards you, and then you just want to pivot to the right or the left, kind of at a 90-degree angle, and sprint and jump. That's all you really have to do. Notice here that I'm throwing my Molotov on the bear. That's a really good way to do damage. And then, of course, I'm just shooting it while it's burning, right? A lot of times you can throw the Molotovs and that will stop the bear from charging you as well. And I noticed right there, I kind of got hung up on the environment. To be honest with you guys, that's going to be your biggest hurdle here, is getting hung up on these gates and gravestones and stuff like that. Good thing for us is that the bear, as it's chasing you, will knock all this stuff down, and eventually this whole area will be rather flat and you won't get stuck and stuck on the objects in the environment like you will at the beginning of this fight. But just notice I'm just throwing my Molotov on him, hitting him with 2 or 3 arrows. Then of course, when I see him sprinting toward me, I just book it to the right or the left. Now you want to make sure that you don't throw 2 Molotovs at once, guys, because I find that you're going to do more damage if you throw 1 at a time. And then you just want to keep rinsing and repeating this process, guys, until the bear runs off in the woods. And when the bear runs off, you guys will get your trophy. And there you go, guys, Master of the Forest. Okay, so now what we want to do is run to the ladder that dropped down earlier. We're going to go ahead and climb that. There's going to be an NPC that's going to unlock a door for us. We're going to talk to her. There's going to be a long dialogue sequence there, guys. Obviously, I'm going to be cutting most of it out. Just make sure that you listen to everything she's got to say. Eventually, she's going to say something like, "Tell Alyosha I said hi," right? When she says that, you guys can go ahead and climb down the ladder, which I'll show you here in a bit.
What is your situation? Over.
Freeze, Drifter! Take care. And don't make me sorry I helped you people. Tell Alyosha I said hi.
And there you go, guys. Notice how she said to tell Alyosha that she said hi. I don't know if that's necessary for picking up the trophy at the end of this chapter. I've just always done it that way because their relationship is very important by the end of this chapter for us to be able to pop a trophy. So I always like to make sure that she says that. So hang around for that and then head this way. There's going to be a collectible that we need to pick up. This will be collectible 76 of 91. This is the weather note. Notice the tree. Then there's going to be some tires to your left. See the tires? In front of that, in front of the tires, I should say, over here to the left is going to be a little gazebo. You guys can pick up your collectible. It's going to be right there. Again, that's going to be the weather note 76 of 91. Okay, guys, the next step of this guide is probably the trickiest thing you're going to do in the playthrough. It's very tedious. You have to make sure you do everything exactly like I asked you to do it. It is very possible for you guys to catch a glitch here, and there's one enemy that will not move if you catch this glitch. Now, luckily for you guys, I have made a video on YouTube, which I will link down below in the description as well as my pinned comment. If for whatever reason this enemy does not move, okay, and you know you quick load back in and you're stuck at that particular point, you definitely want to go and watch that other video on my channel, okay? But I'm going to show you how to set this thing up where he moves every time, but you just have to be super careful, okay? So we're going to come down this ladder. We're going to head toward the camp, and there's going to be a little outpost over here to the left with I think 2 or 3 guys in it. They're going to be talking. It should still be dark in your game. If for whatever reason, guys, it's not dark in your game, and you can always check the timer that's on your wrist. It's military time on your left wrist. You'll know if it's dark or not, because I know some of you guys are adjusting your brightness. If it's not super dark, guys, they will notice you in this path that we're taking right now. So what you're going to want to do is just wait, you know, go grab a shower, go get some food, just let your game sit here so that the day-night cycle can kick in and it can be dark again. But you definitely don't want to try to scoot through here unless it's dark. Now, again, it looks very bright in my game, but that's because I have the brightness turned up. I think on my timer there, it's like 130, I believe, or something like 125 maybe. It's very hard for me to see those numbers, but it's military time. So it's actually super dark in my game if I were to put the brightness down to where the game wants me to put it, right? Notice what I did there. Just went straight to the boat. Again, it's going to be super dark. They will not see you. You will hear them say, "What is that in the water?" But remember, unless they're firing guns at you or running around looking for you and stuff like that, guys, they don't technically notice you and you're still good for the trophy, okay? Now, this is the tricky part, okay? There is an enemy on this bridge that if you push up too quick in this boat, he will not move, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do here. This can take some time. You wanna stop kind of in this area and you wanna wait for the enemy. You guys can, if you guys can see that, that outpost there to the left on the second floor is a light. You see that? It's in between the tree and the actual outpost. There's a light there. You want to wait until you see a guard walk to the light and then walk away. Okay. Once that happens, see, I'm pointing at it now. You want to wait till the guard comes to that light and then walks away. Very important that you don't try to row this boat too early, because if you try rowing this boat, you get about in this area where I'm at now, and that guard is up there on the second floor. There's a good chance he's going to spot you and things is going to go crazy and you guys are going to have to go all the way back to your previous save. The reason why you don't want to save now is just in case that guard doesn't move. That makes sense. You guys will at least have a chance to come back and make sure that that guard on the bridge moves. Now, I just want to row the boat up close enough to where the guard on the bridge starts talking. As soon as the guard on the bridge starts talking, stop. Okay? You will have enough time, as long as you waited on the guy on the second floor. As soon as he started walking back, you pushed up in the boat. You will have enough time for the dialogue to end between the guy on the bridge and the guy upstairs before the guard on the second floor comes back. Okay, see how he's walking to the right? Then you want to make your advance through the gate and dock the boat and get off. Okay, it's all timed. If anything goes crazy, you want to quick load back into your previous save. You're going to have to go back and get the boat. It's going to be quite a journey, but you definitely want the guy on the bridge to move. If for whatever reason he doesn't move, guys, and you cannot get him to move after the dialogue ends, because that's what happened to me on my first playthrough. Again, I have that video linked for you guys down below in the description, as well as my pinned comment. It'll definitely take care of you guys. Notice right here, we're picking up another collectible. That's called the folded note. That's going to be collectible 77 of 91. And now we want to head upstairs and flip the gate switch. We basically have to drive this boat underneath the bridge and to the left, and there's a gate that's closed. And the switch is right in the same room where this guy is. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I do. Notice that guy's come back now. We're going to wait here a few seconds. Normally the guy by the switch, the guy that I'm pointing at now, normally he's not there. So you can see me, I'm having to adapt right now to this situation. Normally he's in front of you on this same platform that you're on, but now he's stuck in there by the gate switch. Notice that I did pop a quick save when I got up here. as long as the guy on the bridge moves, feel free to pop a quick save whenever you guys want, okay? But unless that guy on the bridge moves, you don't want to pop a quick save because you want to have a place you can load back into, right, where you can keep trying it. Now notice that I just waited here until the guard passed by on the left-hand side there. And now I'm going to walk up and throw a can. If you don't have a can, guys, you can just shoot your arrow. Shoot it exactly where I'm aiming at now. See that? Either a can or an arrow. That should be enough for that guard in there with the gate by the gate switch to move. Now, it's going to be random. I thought he was going to move to the right, but look at him. He's moving to the left. He's backing up. You have to be careful. You're going to have to manage the guy by the gate switch and then the guy directly in front of me all the way down at the end of this platform, okay? Obviously, if the guy all the way down at the end starts coming back your way, you're going to have to reset and wait for this room to rotate correctly for you to get in here and pop this switch. Notice that the guy goes outside. I hit the light, flip the switch, and I'm able to get out of there. See that? Now, there's a chance that he will come back into that room as you're putting the light out. If he does, you're going to have to reset back here, right? Throw another can, shoot another arrow, just enough to get him away from that switch. See how he's going back into the room now? So you got to be quick. Remember, we can't interact with any of these guys in this camp or we're going to disqualify ourselves from the trophy. So you can't shoot them, you can't knock them out. You kind of just have to deal with them and get around them, right? Once we get to Ranger Hardcore, we're going to kill everybody. We're going to do a lot of killing. And notice, as long as I've hit the gate switch and I haven't been noticed yet, I pop another quick save, okay? And now all we need to do is head out, take a left, and go underneath the gate. Now, I am taking it super slow underneath this bridge. If you hit R2, like if you hit it all the way, you're going to go really fast in the boat. And a lot of times you take a really wide turn out here. They may see you. So basically get up underneath the bridge and start turning the boat while you're not hitting R2, and then kind of feather the R2 button, right? And pull out from underneath that bridge really slowly and take that left and try to stay as close to the left building as you possibly can. Okay. Notice how the screen got super bright there. You probably heard that sound effect we've been talking about. It's kind of hard to explain. There's a little bit of drums and like some whispering in the background. That means you guys did it correctly, okay? Now we're gonna head up here, get some more resources, and then we're gonna take a zip line down and grab the Helsing, it's another crossbow, and get some more ammo. Okay, there is the Helsing right there on the corpse. There's also some ammo you guys can pick up if you'd like. Not really necessary, to be honest with you, but you know, might as well grab it. It's some incendiary arrows, right? But I never use them in the playthrough. But you guys are more than welcome to if you want. The generator that we're trying to get to is where I just pointed at. If you fall off of this platform, you're going to take some damage. So we're just going to hit this ladder and then head over there, start the generator. Then we're going to restore the power inside of the facility. Then we're going to take the lift up to another area. And then there's an NPC that we need to interact with to get another trophy. Generator's going to be up here on the right. There it is. You guys can go ahead and fire that generator up. Now the next trophy we're going to be picking up, guys, is called 5 o'clock. You have to take part in the Admiral's tea party in this chapter. It's going to take like 10 minutes for you guys to pop this trophy. The tea party is just, in my opinion, it's boring. I know what they were trying to do with it, and I guess it's kind of cool, but it's a very boring sequence to pop a trophy. So obviously I'm not going to show the whole thing here, but you guys are going to have to sit through the entire tea party. And like I said, it's going to take probably eight or 10 minutes. So, you know, go grab some food. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. You guys can watch it if you want to, but I found it to be rather boring in order to pop this trophy. Here's the lift. The switch is going to be right there. Now, before we sit down and have the tea party with the Admiral, we want to pick up another collectible. It's going to be called Postcard 18. That's going to be collectible 78 of 91. Going to be up here inside of the same room where the Admiral is. Let's follow this out. Taking my gas mask off. Let's come up here, kick the door in. I'm popping a quick save. And we'll go inside, look to the right. See that? Again, that's going to be Postcard 18, 78 of 91. And now we want to just go over here, talk to the Admiral. Of course, he's already talking. He's yapping away. Just interact with him for a few seconds. Basically just stand there. He's eventually going to kick over that chair that's leaning up on the back side of the table. When he does, sit down in the chair. Okay. And then just wait. There's going to be some D-pad options you guys can hit. Like you can smoke with him. You can drink. Feel free to do that stuff if you want to. But if you decide not to do any of that stuff, you will still get the trophy. Okay. So it's really up to you guys, whichever one you decide. Once the tea party is over with, he's going to say that he's tuckered out. He wants to take a nap. And then, of course, at that point, you guys will get your trophy. Okay. But again, that's going to take like 8 to 10 minutes of your time. So just letting you know. Then you want to come over here, cut this rope, climb the ladder, and take the zip line down to the next area.
Alyosha, come in. We're moving ahead. There will be tracking.
Perfect. All right. We want to head this way up the hill, take a right, and we're going to see our bear friend again. He is going to be climbing up the side of this cliff. Little foreshadowing for what's about to happen at the end of the chapter. He's still alive. You'll see him right there. There he is. And what we want to do at this stage in the game, guys, is just speed run this entire section right here. I think I'm going to adjust my brightness again. You can pop a quick save here as well. We just want to run through all this. There is no need to kill anything. Of course, you can if you want to, but just speed run all this, guys. We're just going to come up here, take a right. There's going to be a door. Again, you guys can turn on your flashlight, and that's going to keep those enemies away from you. Remember, they don't like the light. So, and if it ever runs out of battery, you guys will have to recharge it. Just hold down your left D-pad, remember. You guys will pull out that device that allows you to charge it up. Then again, we're just going to speed run all this. Okay. Come up here, take a left. This reminds me of like a scene from the Aliens movie or something. Because you got all these pods hanging out. I think I just picked up some resources, but you don't really have to pick those up. Some of this stuff is habit for me. Then we'll take a left, and we can't get through this door, but we can crawl right here where these cables are. So just follow those into the next room. And what we're going to need to do in this room is find the stairs. That's the first thing you want to do. They're going to be on your right. You want to find the stairs and go up the stairs and grab the gas can. There's going to be a lot of these enemies, but again, you guys do not have to worry about these enemies. Again, if you want to turn your flashlight on, you can scare them off or just do what I did. You guys are playing on easy mode again. You're a walking tank, so it's not that much of a problem. You're going to grab this gas tank. Just showing you there that eventually we're going to be powering up the door. We need this gas tank. There's a generator downstairs that we need to fill up first. Okay. So we'll go back down the stairs. I think I see it. That's the room we're going into down there. Let's go down the stairs, take a right, go all the way to the back of the room. And bam, we'll put the gas in the generator, and then we're going to go back upstairs, power up the door, and get out of here. All right, so we're just waiting for the door to open. On the other side of this door, guys, is going to be a corpse. Make sure you check the corpse. That's going to be your next collectible. The blood-soaked letter, going to be collectible 79 of 91 right there. Okay. And then on the other side of this corpse to the left is a workbench. The game wants you to go to the right through the door. Make sure you hit up this workbench, because remember, we do have to fight the bear here in a bit. So I want to make sure that we craft some Molotovs. I would go up to 5, and then some grenades. I would go up to 2, some hand grenades. I'd craft 2 of those at least. Okay. You guys should have plenty of med kits, but you can also craft a few of those. I don't know if I do that in this video. I have 3. Do I craft any here? I can't remember. Okay, I push it to 5, and then I put the rest inside of my air filters. Okay, that's what you guys should do as well. You're probably not going to need 5 med kits for this fight, but you know, just in case. We'll hit the stairs, go all the way to the top. We got 2 more collectibles to get, and actually the bear fight's going to be in the next episode, but we're going to make it to the arena in this episode. And then you guys will just need to go ahead and roll over to episode 11. Just pause it, right? And then I'll show you guys how to get through the bear fight. When you get to the top of this ladder, take a right, and then you're going to meet up with Alyosha.
Come get some! Artyom? Damn, you're alive! I'm so glad to see you.
All right, and after his dialogue sequence, he's going to ask you to go over there. He's going to show you some things. You don't actually have to follow him. You can if you want to, obviously. But just push forward. To the right, inside of this house, is going to be 2 collectibles. The first one's going to be the unfinished letter. The second one's going to be Postcard 19. Now, unfortunately, in my gameplay, guys, you're not going to see the collectible. I had some issues with my file. On that table is going to be your first collectible, though, the unfinished letter. And I'm showing you here that it's in my inventory. It's in my collectibles, right? It's on that table. Trust me, it's there. And the other one's going to be Postcard 19. It's going to be on the wall right there where I'm shining the light. Okay. That's the only 2 collectibles that I can't account for in this guide, as me, you know, showing me picking them up. I had a corrupted file and I had to go back and film this over again for you guys. So it sucked for me. But I did want to show you that those 2 are there. One's on the table, one's on the wall. And then I'm just showing you here everything that we've collected so far in this chapter. All right, so we'll push on. We'll take a right. There's going to be a bridge. As soon as you go to cross the bridge to the right, it's going to cave in on you guys. There's going to be a cutscene. And of course, as soon as you finish with that cutscene, you're going to be at the bear fight. Go ahead and pause your game and go ahead and check out episode 11. I'll show you guys how to get through that fight. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. If you are financially supporting this channel over on Patreon, I cannot thank you enough. You guys are absolutely keeping this channel alive. I'll see you guys in episode 11. Be good.